Just trying to see if it's gonna work. What's up, Shell? I'm gonna be on the YouTube screen, so Sunday night. Testing. All right, I think YouTube is up. What's good? Anybody that's going to check this out, either on Haps, which I'm just on the phone on Haps, so I won't be in that chat like that. I'm trying to stay over, pay attention to what's happening on YouTube, because I think I'm getting things fed through more there. And I got to get this dumbass Jason Whitlock off my screen. You know, you got to listen to people like Jason Whitlock just to really know that we've got so many people that are against us, that are us, that, you know, I mean, and he purposely does it, just like Stephen A. does it, just like, you know, there's people that are paid to speak against black people that are black. And Jason Whitlock is one of those people. But some of the stuff that he comes up with, I mean, you really wonder, like, I mean, how far will you go, bro? How far will you go to just be a traitor to black people? But I don't know. So, a lot of shit happened on Wednesday. I know it's technically Thursday now. I actually was going to start this earlier, but we lost power at the house. Storm came through, lost power at the house. Still down. Stayed there. Took dinner home. We ate dinner in the dark. Talked in the dark. Fell asleep in the dark. And I knew I had to do some work, and I was supposed to do some work later in the evening, but I went home, fell asleep. So now I'm back here doing that. And while I had some time, I thought I'd get on here and just see what's popping. And I mean, the internet was just like I left it, you know. Fucked up. Sunday night, I saw you earlier. I wasn't able to get on, but I did check you out for a couple minutes earlier. I was just passing through, just trying to get some stuff done. I think that might have been right around the time I got the call. Tropical Storm Fred. Oh, shit. Uncle Fred done came through here? Uncle Fred done came through. It stormed everywhere. Everybody had a fucked up day. Okay, I get it. So it wasn't just me. You know, I started out yesterday reading about these sisters, you know, because I always knew that they said that Venus and Serena weren't the first, but I never knew who was the first. And I did a little reading yesterday about Margaret and Matilda Peters. And you just get pissed all off all over again with white people when you read shit like this. I mean, you know, it's not like I get pissed off and the first white person I see, I just go slap the shit out of, because that would generally be Ray. And I don't hate Ray. I mean, I don't hate women, but you just want to slap the shit out of somebody once you read some of this shit that had happened to people, now our ancestors, just because. And we know what the shit that Venus and Serena have went through in their life, but look at the shit that they did to Margaret and Matilda Peters, and all they wanted to do was play tennis. I mean, hell, all Venus and Serena wanted to do was play tennis, but they didn't go through what Margaret and Matilda went through. They wouldn't. They wanted to try to block Venus and Serena, by different bullshit, but they couldn't because they were just too good, too powerful, whatever. But they just blocked Margaret and Matilda because they was black. Said, fuck it. We're not letting any black people play tennis against white people. I mean, can you imagine just not being able to play in a tournament just because you're black? We don't want to play against you because you're black. So black people created their own tennis association so they could play tennis against each other. Now, if the white race was so dominant and so superior, why did they feel the need to keep black people from playing tennis? If you're dominant, you're going to beat them every time. If you're superior, you're going to beat them every time, or at least most of the time. Why would they be afraid to play black people in tennis or in any sport? But this went on for years, and obviously in all the sports, there was this time when black people weren't allowed. That's why I don't listen to none of that bullshit about Major League Baseball while the Negro Leagues were going on. Because the best baseball players in the world played in the Negro Leagues, but they couldn't play in the major leagues. So the major leagues were supposed to be the shit, but they didn't have the best players because the best players played in the Negro Leagues. So all those records are flawed and shit. If black people had been allowed to play in Major League Baseball, we wouldn't be hearing about no motherfucking Babe Ruth records. Josh Gibson would have crushed all that shit. And they know that. Just think if Hank Aaron would have got into the major leagues, the motherfucker might have had 900 home runs. Who knows? Jackie Robinson gets in there and shit, like when he's young. Who knows? Satchel Paige goes to the major leagues when he's in his prime. I mean, come on. Satchel Paige goes to Babe Ruth or goes to the major leagues when he's prime. It wouldn't be the motherfucking Cy Young Award. It'd be the Satchel Paige Award. All due respect to Cy Young and shit. But fuck that. Shit. Satchel Paige in his prime would have fucked them all up. And they know this. But yeah, Matilda and Margaret Peters, they played tennis, I think it was from the 30s to the 50s. And were the best doubles champs ever, have the most doubles records, still ain't broken, even by Venus and Serena. They were incredible. They called them Pete and Repeat. I like that name. Pete and Repeat. And one of them, I forget, I did the reading and everything, but it was so brief. One of them graduated from high school, didn't want to leave her sister, and stayed back until her sister graduated. Then they both went to Tuskegee and both got degrees. Then they both moved to New York and both did well. It was crazy how they stuck together. You'd like to see sisters doing that nowadays. Stick together. If you can hold out, and go in together, you twice as strong at that point. But you don't see a lot of that camaraderie and whatnot. The only tennis subject that matters to me is the tennis court murders in which Johnny Cochran defended Geronimo. It was a case to create the fire. Wow. I ain't never heard of that one. Never heard. I gotta look up. I gotta look that up. Tennis court murders. All right. Yeah, definitely gotta check that out. Um, but yeah, they went through a lot of shit. They went through a lot. I mean, this is before Althea Gibson. This is before Arthur Ashe. Before all of them. You know. I mean, these sisters went through a lot of shit just to play tennis. You know, and we know about all the other major sports. You know, there were black people weren't allowed to play and shit like that. But this is tennis. You didn't have to touch the person that you was playing against. You know, they didn't like to touch us and this, that, and the other. Well, they did like to touch us, but you know, all that different story, whatever. Crazy shit. So how can you be so nasty? I mean, we can't play tennis? Tennis. You know, they didn't allow black people to play golf. When black people started playing golf, what we started doing was start winning in golf. All the way up to Tiger Woods. There's so many people that came before Tiger Woods, and they did little slick shit back then, but there wasn't that. Once they figured out black person's strength in golf, then they changed the courses around and shit. They did the shit to Tiger Woods on all damn golf courses. They saw how good Tiger was, how long Tiger was on his drives and shit. They started narrowing them goddamn fairways. They're like, oh, you ain't gonna hit the ball down here and keep it in the fairway. We're gonna narrow that shit because we know everybody else ain't hitting the ball down here, and it was fattened up back then. So, you know, he either had to shorten his game up or he was just trying to get more precision, and he got more precision. They didn't like that shit. They didn't like it. And you got your historian credentials. Ain't nobody took your credentials away from you. I know you got your historian credentials. I'd like to see you and Sister Shanna though, you know, because Sister Shanna she got the credentials too with the historian shit. She'll just pull out some history on your ass like bam bam bam. You don't even know she's had it. You might say something, and all of a sudden she got the data. She be like boom 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 boom. You know, bring it right up for you. Smith, they completely lied. Quanto Pro was behind Geronimo Railroad. Okay. what IG post? I think I was talking kind of slick today on IG. I'm not sure exactly. Let me see which one you're talking about. I wasn't on IG a lot today, but what did I say? He don't never put nothing out, but he put something up today, and I'm gonna like it and comment on it because it said the age of Aquarius. Of course, it's the age of Aquarius. All right. Are you speaking about the one about the pastor and the expired oil? Or the brand ambassadors? Good vibes? I'm not sure exactly which IG post you're speaking of, but I'd be happy to elaborate. I woke up with the shits yesterday. I woke up with not these shits, with the shits. I didn't have the shits. I didn't have the BGs. But yeah. It was just one of them damn days. And I kind of knew it was. I mean, and then how would it end? You know, with the power going out and shit. So it is what it is. Ain't nobody fucking around over in YouTube and shit. They're like, man, you ain't no real YouTuber. We ain't watching you and shit. You don't be coming out here regularly. I don't be scheduling your shows and shit like that. Whatever. Maybe I need to like have a show about Kwame Brown and shit. It's like everybody's eating off motherfucker who wasn't really doing YouTube videos like 6 months ago. And I mean, he was doing them, but he wasn't doing them. It's like he cooked a couple motherfuckers, and now he's the sensation on YouTube. Like people come on and shit and be like, grace and peace, assalamu alaikum, Kwame Brown. Let me get that in the algorithm and shit. That shit is funny as hell. That shit is funny. Maybe. Can you hear me good on Haps? Is Haps clear? I mean, I know I'm coming through on the on the YouTube, on the YouTube and on the Facebook. I believe I'm coming through well. But you know, it's coming through with just general audio. Clear. All right. As long as we're clear, we're good. We're good. So, yeah, everybody. I mean, people that you wouldn't think like would be using Kwame Brown in their cast, they're just throwing his name in there and then they'll hashtag him in the video. And I don't know exactly what that really does because I'm not really like clout chasing like that. So I guess you can do some shit and get him in your algorithm, and then people will go to your video and you'll think that you're doing a crime. I don't know how that shit works out. I mean, and much love to that brother because he has got the internet on fire. You know, Kwame Brown's like when Forrest Gump and shit was running, and motherfucker was running up to him with all the business ideas and shit. Hey, dude, I got this idea about a T-shirt company. Hey, dude, I got this idea about this. I mean, you know, and they just coming up to Kwame like, you know, and Kwame's really just trying to put in his work as like a civil, civil servant, so to speak. And, you know, everybody coming to, hey, Kwame, I got this shea butter, you know, now, if you want to call it Mama's Cooking Shea Butter, you know, you can do that, you know. And it's just like they just got all these oh yeah, you know, I think you might be talking about them little fellas. I think you're talking about them little fellas. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. But no, it took a person to get pissed off and tired of motherfuckers talking shit about him to straighten all this shit out. I mean, everybody's gonna straighten their fucking game up. And you had a couple people who, you know, they bucked a little bit because they wanted to see if I think personally, I think that was a clout chase within itself. I think a whole lot of this bullshit by some of these people who created beefs with Kwame was to get more views for themselves. I don't believe they really had beefs. They were like, I'm gonna create a beef with this motherfucker, and then I'll get more views that way. And then I really won't have a beef, but that's what my platform is. And I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are just they're terrible over here. So it is what it is. But no, I left a couple posts. So you know, I'm known to just talk slick, you know, about motherfuckers that they're just not worth talking about. So if you're not worth talking about, then I'm just gonna talk about you. You know, because I'm not really gonna talk about you. I'm just gonna talk about you. You get it. So I think one of the posts said, shout out to the ladies out here getting stressed out by contemptible males with underwhelming genitalia. That's real strength. And, you know, I have a way of putting words together to make it actually not sound as bad as it is. Therefore, I don't violate community guidelines and shit. So, you know, just shout out to the ladies who are out here getting stressed out by contemptible males with underwhelming genitalia. I figured I said that in a very eloquent way. Now, what I really wanted to say was, shout out to the bitches who are out here getting fucked up by detrimental motherfuckers with little dicks. That's really what the post said, but I phrased it. Shout out to the ladies who are out here getting stressed out by contemptible males with underwhelming genitalia. And I said, that's real strength. And, you know, that's real strength. That translated into you a strong bitch. You gotta be a strong bitch. You gotta be a strong bitch to do that. And he got a little dick and he up here stressing you out, and he's already stressed you out. He stressed you out because he didn't stretch you out. Now you stretched out, and what you doing? What you doing? What you doing out here? This man comes home with little luggage and big issues, and you stressed out? Girl, grab your keys and your purse. Go on down to happy hour. Sit on a bar stool 2-3 hours. You'll be good. Yeah. Go get you a couple Mai Tais at Margarita or margaritas, and hey, just be open to some conversation. Now, I'm not telling any married women to do this shit, okay? Because once you give a man your name and shit, that's a whole different issue. Don't get dragged up on no fucking bar. You got a man's name and shit. But I'm telling you, some of these situations, some of y'all ladies, I don't even understand what y'all going through in this bitch. What y'all going through up in this motherfucker? He coming home with light draws and attitude. Straight up. This is what y'all gonna deal with out here. This what y'all gonna do. This what y'all gonna do. Where Monique saying, what she say is that two can play that game. Bitch, you what you gonna do? Bitch, what you gonna do? That's really what needs to happen. What'd you say? Reply our live. That's why they need to bring back Chi-Chi's. Tell you, Chi-Chi's, look, Chi-Chi's was relationship changing. You might go in that motherfucker in a relationship, but you coming out single. Or vice versa. Shit. I mean, it's one of them things, man. It's one of them things. I don't understand. It's like, a dude ain't taking care of his business, and he ain't taking care of his business. Mind your business. Come on, man. Ain't none of your business. Gotta go. I'm not understanding it, but I see it all day long, all day. And some of y'all ladies, y'all get mad at these brothers. I don't be wanting to hear that shit. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. Are you stuck with him through all the other times? Don't come in talking, hey, look, little fella. Look, look, little fella. Don't come here talking that shit to me, man. Man, that's when you leave Chi-Chi's and you get right there and you be like, you might have to take a ride. So you might have to just jump on 94. You don't even go down State Street all the way into town and shit. You jump right on 94 because you need to let your hair blow in the wind and shit. You jump right on State Street. That's a mind changer and shit. Oh shit. What you talking about, Cheryl? You crying and not coming? Oh, I get it. You crying and not coming. I get it now. I was like, who you waiting for? I was like, I was waiting for somebody. My fault. But yeah, so that was a post I put up earlier. I mean, I be empathizing, but y'all ladies be out here sympathizing. I don't even understand it. I'm empathizing, but y'all sympathizing. I ain't just sympathizing with the Y either. Sympathizing with it's SIM. SIM. Y'all some simps. Fucking around with these motherfuckers, boy. I tell you, what are you doing out here? And let me tell you, ladies, if you got a man and he's 40s going into 50s or maybe even plus, and he's trying to dress like these young motherfuckers out here, if he's trying to keep up with these young motherfuckers out here, he's trying to fuck young chicks. So let me just tell you, ladies, I'm not the Steve Harvey, I'm not the Derek Jackson and shit. I'm not even a Kevin Samuels type, where I just really want to, give you some real ass advice. I'm going to give you the advice that you need. Okay, I'm going to give you the advice that if your man 40s, late 30s, 40s, I'm talking 38, 39, into 40s and 50s, if he's starting to try to dress like these 20-year-old motherfuckers out here, he trying to fuck young chicks, just to let you know, okay? He trying to fuck young chicks, and y'all need to watch out if y'all got young girls around, like in the family. This ain't the daddy, okay? This is your boyfriend. This ain't even a stepdaddy. I don't like the term, but this ain't even a stepdaddy. This is your boyfriend. This your man. This is somebody you met in the bar. Now you starting to bring them around, possibly your teenage kids or people's teenage kids around you. Sometimes you have your sister's kids over, or you have your brother's kids over, and they might have some teenage kids. Might not even be your teen. Watch that motherfucker. He's an older motherfucker, and he's out here trying to fuck these young girls. He'll fuck somebody in your family. He don't owe you shit. He don't owe you shit, so you need to watch that shit. Yes. I don't know what's for who, but I see a lot of these older ones out here messing with younger men, you know, and I get it, you know, they trying to catch the stats, you know, they talk, you know, he do it all night long, you know, okay. First and foremost, meniscus. All y'all 40s and 50-year-old women, y'all ain't doing shit all night long. Y'all got bad knees and y'all on the way to hip replacements. I don't know why y'all trying to catch these young bulls out here and try to get broke off on. And you ain't nobody breaking nothing off in you all night no more. You in your 40s and your 50s, get somewhere and sit down. Catch a nut, get the TV guide, and sit down. You ain't doing nothing all night. And you always want these young motherfuckers around. That's the same motherfuckers that's grabbing your car keys and your debit card, and they out. After they knock your old ass out, they grabbing your car keys and your debit card, and they gone. Dummies. Shit. You know. And then the young ones that's getting the old men, yes. Trying to catch him a sugar daddy. You ain't catching no sugar daddy. Look, he in there with your mama. Y'all life ain't changed. He ain't no sugar daddy. He might be sweet and low, but he ain't no sugar daddy. Shit. Sugar. Y'all life ain't changed. He in there with your mama. Now he trying to mess with somebody else in your family. Did he take y'all to Cedar Point? He didn't take y'all to Cedar Point? No, I ain't no sugar daddy. Grab the Reader's Digest. What are y'all talking about? Buying them Xboxes. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to free. Hey, look. Ain't nobody putting all that extra pressure on them knees after 40s and 50s. Them kneecaps will say, fuck you. I'm not sure exactly why anybody's trying to front and fake like that. There's very few of them out there that just go, no. Yeah, he gonna be a Splendor daddy, but he not gonna be a spender daddy. He ain't got no money. Shit, he's a Splendor. Yeah, not a spender. Shit. See, that's the words of a cold-hearted pimp. I'm not a cougar or a sugar mama. Just hit it and go. Okay. Pull up and pull out. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and pull out. Yeah. I get it. Put the timer on. Hey, put the timer on and be like, hey, you hear that timer go off, you be like, oh, what, you cooking? You're like, yeah. Kneecaps. And they done. So time to switch. You got 30 minutes to do what you need to do. When that motherfucking timer go off, you better get up off the kneecaps. Yeah. Oh shit. Who on? Blacklight Revelations. He be doing the thing with Tony DeLaramy. He on that. Tell you. Look, you be on top, and all of a sudden you start to smell a little bacon. Look, I'm trying to tell you, if you didn't turn the stove on before you got started, you need to start moving. If you start smelling bacon, I'll tell you what. That's your warning sign. Look, you hit 40, them kneecaps got check engine light. The check engine light just stay on. It's still gonna work. Don't worry about it. I try to tell most people, you got check engine light on your car. That really don't mean shit. Get the codes checked out and everything. But just know, when that check engine light stay on, don't really mean nothing. But when that motherfucker stay on a long time, and then all of a sudden it go off, you should really understand. Things are gonna be different here from this point forth. So if that check engine light goes off on your knees after it comes on, you should get it. You should know. Life is not going to be the same. Life is not going to be the same if you engage a pillow. Oh boy. Hey, it is what it is. What a man needs to also learn, to that point, if a woman doesn't do a whole lot, if she doesn't really try to work herself to get herself in a position to get y'all in the right position, get y'all in the right situation, she's not really with it. So you're pretty much done. You're dead in the water. If she's not doing a whole lot of helping to maneuver around and shit, she's done. You've underwhelmed her, and you should just finish up and get ready to go. But, if you start trying to position her or reposition her and she's really with it, like, which way you want me to go? You want me to put my leg up? If she's really with that, then she's into you. A lot of guys don't really understand that. They be thinking that a woman wants them to control them and shit, when they be flipping her around. No, she's just tired, and she's not going to put forth any more effort into the project. She's already seen what you have to offer, and it's underwhelming, so she's pretty much checked out. So you're going to get it the way you're going to get it. When she's losing all her enthusiasm trying to make sure that you right, and then all of a sudden you come through underwhelming, she's done for the night. I could. To knees like an 84 Taurus. Woo! Tell you what. I tell you what. Them some damn near 40-year-old knees. Telling you what. Try it if you want to. Oh boy. Vroom. 21 Porsche. Woohoo! Vroom. So, yeah, that's one thing that I don't think fellas pick up on. If she's really not helping you, if she's not, if you start, pushing towards a certain movement and she's not really with it, she's just gonna lay there and let you do whatever. But if she's like all in it, like, in the planning and everything, and she's verbal, yeah. A lot of fellas don't get that. And I tried to make sense of it, like, oh man, she just want to do one position. Like, so she's not trying to get into other positions. She's not trying to do, oh, okay. He don't understand. Her not wanting to get into another position, that right there, I'm just not putting any more effort towards this. So she's done. It's simple, but you don't think about it when you're a man and you all in your emotions and shit like that. You got to break all that down. Why wouldn't she be trying to get into another position? Why wouldn't she be trying to make it? I don't know. It's tough talking to some of the fellas. Mr. Servon. Y'all over here having a straight up a straight up old school get it conversation and shit. Shout out to the people who that's seen it on YouTube but not really did anything or dipped in and commented. I'm really like paying attention to the apps chat because ain't nobody fucking around with the YouTube, And I guess ain't nobody probably gonna play around until I get They say I'm not really serious about YouTube because I don't be on all the time. I don't schedule my shows and all the time. But when I do come on, my motherfucking content is fire. That's why the motherfuckers need to understand. If I'm on this bitch, I'm in this bitch. So that's why they need to motherfucking understand. Oh yeah, I put up one of the days like some of y'all done got out here and got too big for your britches, but I remember when your britches were too big because you had to wear your big brother shit the same day he did. Your hand-me-down motherfucking generation, the hand-me-down generation and shit, y'all motherfuckers need to cool your jets. You need to cool your jets and shit. All right. I remember you motherfuckers was walking around holding up your motherfucking pants. Now you done did a little something. Hey man, you know, everybody happy for you. Everybody want to see you win and shit, but you ain't no better than nobody else. Don't let me see people shitting on people out here because you done did a little something. You did a little something, now do a little something. Okay? Because I remember when there was a time that you didn't have shit. Don't get too big for your britches out here. You never too big for your village. If you're too big for your village, leave the village. Don't stay in the village and try to high sign. We will woo, 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 come down on that ass. Okay, see, I turn over, you know, and turn away and then come back. And the first comment I see is my wagon is fully loaded. You did? What's going on here? What are y'all talking about? In the wagon, like, uh-oh. Jeez, oh, peace. Y'all talking about full wagons and, you know, attack plans and what's going on here? This has turned into an all-out, straight-up Blacktail conversation. Y'all remember that magazine, Blacktail, from the days? Blacktail and Players. This Freedom Media late night pod is brought to you by Blacktail and Players. Yeah. Yeah, this is brought to you. Yeah, old school black magazines, man. Old school black magazines. Blacktail and Players. Yeah. Smell like Stetson and Benson and Hedges up in this motherfucker right now. It's we getting deep with it. We getting deep. Should I make us get smoky? Need a smoky lounge. You can have a smoky lounge if you ain't smoking. Give me a cognac, gal. Give me a cognac. Give me a cognac. They need to do something about this motherfucking power though. When I go back to the crib, I need power. I mean, everybody's asleep right now, so ain't nobody using shit. Everybody's devices are charged up. It's the worst feeling, showering the motherfucking night. And Victoria. Dragging all that whack. Tell you, boy. But what else happened today, man? Anything else happen? Anything? What's in the news? Anything in the news? Let's talk about it. I just got on this motherfucker. Just to get on this motherfucker. Cause Okay, so here's the thing. Can we talk tonight? Whatever's on YouTube, Paps is popping right now. Just with the family, you know, we got a spades game in here with some onlookers. I was teaching a dance class. Shannon helped me here. Grown folks late night convo. All right, go ahead and get your question out, and then I want to jump into yet another situation because it's just a Karen situation, but I just want to know why. But go ahead and drop your shit. It'd be easier if y'all motherfuckers was all on YouTube and we was kicking this conversation, but it's all good. It's all good. Just do your thing. You know, I'm looking at it. You know, 2 black girls won the international debate from Harvard. Okay, is this connected with your story? Because that's like dance class, and then you went to Harvard debate. So is this all connecting? So I make sure I'm listening, I'm watching the right thing. Bam, 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 bam. Peace to everybody that's checking it out on Haps. You know, y'all in here, but y'all ain't saying shit, but it's all right. Y'all probably just laying back, you know. Hopefully where you are, you do have power. You ain't like us over in this bitch without power and shit. Yes, you ask. Oh, yes, you ask about news. Oh, okay. Now I'm not up on that story. So 2 black girls won the international debate from Harvard. Why haven't I seen that? I mean, that's crazy as fuck. That's some racist shit right there. Ain't said shit about it. I ain't seen shit. This happened a couple of weeks ago. There wasn't no controversy with it though, right? They won fair and square, and they. Damn, they went 10-0. Didn't lose a match. That's crazy. Yeah, I see they from ATL. I don't fuck with DL. I see his shit scroll, you know, when I scroll through on IG, but I don't really fuck with DL no more. DL's so far left. DL's really far left. I mean, you know, I'm like, come on, brother. You from Compton or wherever. I mean, you know, you seen this shit. DL done so he's so far left. And I'm not saying he's not pro-black anymore, but he's got his way. You know, he's got that boule pro-blackness now. He don't have that same pro-blackness. Yeah, they did their thing. I'm proud of them. Shit, that's good news. And you know, why are we not hearing about this shit? Why are they not putting that shit on CNN, MSNBC, Fox? How come that shit is not, you know, main news? We don't hear shit like that. We got to read about it in publications. I don't have a problem with reading, but put that shit up just like you put the fights up, put this out, put that up, put this up. That's why whenever they want to show that girl's basketball highlights and shit, I'd be like, the 2021 spelling bee champion. They'd be like, oh, she played basketball though. I'm like, that's okay. That's also what she does. I care more about her being able to motherfucking spell basketball than play basketball. A lot of motherfuckers play basketball and can't spell it. Shit. So there's a problem. You take every NBA basketball player, I bet you there's one black basketball player, and this is where we fail. There's one black basketball player in the NBA that if you give him all 31 NBA teams, he can't spell every single team's name. There's one. There's one black. There's one foreign player. And there's one white player. But the fact that they're making millions and millions of dollars a year doesn't matter to anybody. They can make millions and millions of dollars a year, but not know how to spell every name of every organization that they play for. That's a problem. They care more about what you fucking can do and when you can perform. They don't give a shit about you when you can't perform anymore and you're sitting there reading the lack of benefits that you no longer have because of retiring. Shit. Bina Bang, what's happening with you? He's a Q now. Who's a Q now? DL's a Q dog? What did Steve get him in? Steve get him in? Because Steve's a Q dog now too. Blazing blasphemer. Create SKA creative genius. Yeah. If DL's a Q, yeah, okay. Got it. Q's getting a little moist. Q's getting a little moist. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. I don't know where you at, Bina Bang. What state you in? If you can give up the state. If you don't want to give up the state, give me the coast. Anthony Anderson. Oh, man. Anthony Anderson. So I watched an episode. I actually DVR'd it yesterday. And it was from 19. I guess he did a special Black History episode. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the beginning of it. But they showed Anthony Anderson wearing these plaid skinny pants. And so Anthony Anderson has gone there. I thought Anthony Anderson was a man's man. You know, I mean, he was wearing them skinny pants, and he looked like he was one of the Four Tops back in the day. I mean, you know how all them pants is all peg leg and skinny. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Q as in Quanin. What the fuck is a Quanin? Q as in Quanin. Cuomo? Huh? I don't know where y'all at in some of the parts of the chat there. North Carolina. Oh, North California. Oh my God. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're safe. You're not in any imminent danger. I was just asking somebody about that yesterday. She knows a fire inspector too. I'm trying to get up. I got some real hard questions to ask somebody that works in this shit, because my thing is, if y'all know this shit is coming every motherfucking year, why can't something more be done to prevent it? You pretty much know the month ranges that this shit happens. Why can't something be done? They are both Qs, yeah. Yeah, two kings of comedy are Qs. Two Qs of comedy. No, we're talking about Omega Sci-Fi, Blaze, and now I know you're talking about Q. Yeah. I get it. Just doesn't seem safe. Doesn't seem safe when you have this happen every single year. And what happens once the fires stop? Do they get rid of that shit? Do they start to try to rebuild? Can you rebuild? Can you rebuild in that area because fires are there? Do fires come back, or do fires just go where the trees are? I mean, it's some weird shit. I don't know. I want to know. Oh, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good. What you up to tonight, Blazing? Shit, we just sitting here talking. We done talked about everything. You know, we talk a little politics. We done talked a little porn. You know, we done talked a little everything. You know, I mean, we just doing our thing. You know, you smoking tonight, Blazing? What you smoking on? Are you at work? What you do, man? The people live in woods, very tall trees. Catch. So is it people setting the fires? People's not setting the fires. Oh, you had to quit smoking? Okay, I get you. Sounds good, bro. Bina, you said people live in woods, very tall trees catching fire. So are people able to get out? And are the people the catalyst to these fires, or these fires just based on, you know, the heat and whatnot? And I appreciate you engaging like that. If everybody doesn't know who I'm talking to, because you're not seeing this shit on YouTube, because there ain't nobody really on YouTube, I'm having a conversation with people on Haps. Haps is an app that I stream from as well. So, I'm streaming from there tonight because they've been having a hard time with the PC. So I'm doing mobile, even though I'm in the studio. What's that say, baby? It's because they have eliminated so many black folks here. Only 2 to 3% of black people left here, and they must. Jeez. Got it. So we're not in risk. There's not a lot of black people at risk where those forest fires are. And where are they pushing us to? Are they just basically pushing us onto the street? Where is there more black homelessness? Is that in Northern California or is that in Southern California? Oh yeah, I heard they priced black people off the game. No, it's all good. I don't care where we are. I just need this collected. I don't like to have both rooms going. So I'm just over. I just look like I'm weird because, well, I'm weird anyway. So, because I'm not looking at the screen here on YouTube, I'm looking over here because this is where the chat is. I guess I could put the device right in front so it would all be the same. But, I guess that's just too much like rap. I don't really need that plugged in right there. Is that better? So, yeah. Oh, yes, I was looking at that. Yeah, that's cool that they did that. What else is popping? They've been going in on Nick Cannon. What did Nick Cannon say? He said that he said monogamy is outdated. He don't really believe in monogamy. And what's his ailment? They said that Nick Cannon's got a life-threatening disease, and that's maybe why he's doing what he's doing. Homeless black people in Sacramento, Oakland, Bay Area, Los Angeles, metropolitan areas, they moved Section 8 to What? Fresno? Wasn't Fresno like an affluent area at one time? I mean, maybe when I hear Fresno, I just assume that it was, but I thought Fresno was like an uppity area. Is that a poor area or is that an uppity area? Maybe I got it backwards. Fresno, Oakland, Bay Area is now high crime. Wow. Yeah. Uh-oh. Tariq done went in on something on Twitter. Oh, I missed that. What did Tariq say? What? Oh, they on Lamar. He has lupus. It doesn't usually affect men. They said it was life threatening. Like he had, like there's some health concerns. I guess he's not supposed to live a long life. So I don't know if his case is worse than others, but that's what they put out there. He doesn't. They don't think he's gonna live a long life. So that's why he's having all these children. I don't know. And supposedly all the women are happy and they're being taken care of financially. He hasn't had any issues. But yeah, man, they all over Lamar Jackson, the quarterback from Baltimore Ravens, because I guess he won't get vaccinated. So they want him to get vaccinated. They feel like, I don't know if he's one of the only holdouts or if he is the only holdout on the Ravens team. Let's see. They may actually have a little article. Come on, Lamar Jackson. Step up and save black lives by getting vaccinated. What the what? Okay, so they said Lamar Jackson has a responsibility to be better than this, not because he's the quarterback of a Super Bowl contending team in Baltimore, but because whether he likes it or not, he's a role model and significant part of the black community. He doesn't need to be a contender for Deadspin's Idiot of the Month like Aubrey Huff. So frankly, it's unacceptable that Jackson said that he's still on the fence about being vaccinated after testing positive for COVID for the second time in 8 months. So, and I don't think the NFL obviously has mandated that he get vaccinated, or we wouldn't be having this conversation. I knew you both had it, and I know you both have been compromised by it. But are there different cases of it? Like, how would he know? I mean, obviously he has, the revenue to understand his illness, maybe more than some others do. But why would they state that it's a life-threatening illness? Were they just being overly dramatic based on what it is, or is there different symptoms for Nick? Because he didn't say that, I'm only supposed to live this long. I heard, well, that was the way it was, positioned, that he has a life-threatening illness. So I don't know. Many black people who had their parents' homes sold them years ago, and now their kids are homeless. That's crazy. That's crazy. So like, is Nevada cheaper? Like, if people can't stay in California, because California is the most expensive place, what's the next best thing? Where do you go? Do you go to Nevada? Yes, his kidneys are at risk. My aunt died, dude. Okay. I just don't want to see the guy just, I want to see him live a long life. And he needs to stay earning. Because, geez, 7 kids. And I don't know how many he has with Mariah. 2 or 3. He's 2, I think, with Mariah. And then, these other ones. I mean, when do you see all those children? Is he going to be that kind of father where he's going to have hands? You really can't have hands on all 7 unless they all live in the same school district. And I don't think they all live near each other. So, if you got some that are born in the same years, they'll be doing a lot of the same things at the same time. How do you spend that time with those kids? It's a lot of things that present themselves that just, I don't know. I can't say that I enjoy being broke and being a father and raising kids, but having money doesn't seem like, it'd be that much easier in those cases. Shit. You got a lot of money, but you ain't got no fucking time. I had time to spend with mine. Shit. It is what it is. Yeah, I talked about that a couple of days ago, Sheena. Sure did. Some motherfuckers, they perpetuated that shit about Sister Felix, getting cut by Nike and having a baby and this, that, and the other. They put all that shit out there. Kept showing her and her baby. Kept showing her fucking incision in her gut. Like, who wants to see a goddamn cesarean incision? And I know she all ripped up, got the 6-pack and everything, got the muscles, but I still don't want to see that motherfucking incision on her stomach. I didn't know what that was. I'm like, what is that? I mean, they did a thing with the medals and everything, and then they did the shot was obviously intentional to show that she had a pregnancy scar. I'm like, you don't need to do no shit like that. The twins with Mariah, so we got 2. Most people moved to Las Vegas. Oh, okay. But when you move to Vegas and shit, that life, people, do they live like right in Vegas, or do the people live like in surrounding areas? Like whenever I go to Vegas, I go to like Henderson. It was called Henderson, And that seemed like a normal community. That's outside of Vegas. Is that where people stay, or are you? You know, can you live a decent life in Vegas or in the little surrounding areas? People get out there. You get out there and get all fucked up in that gambling. You know, you already had a run of bad luck. Folks need to see an incision. It's real. You can see every time I got cut from the original scar. Well, when they showed that shit, they kept showing that. They kept showing that scar. They kept showing them medals. They kept showing her daughter. But what they fucking failed to show was her husband. Her husband. This woman was married the whole time, making it seem like she was just this strong black woman doing all this by herself and bam, bada bee, bada bop, bada boo. See, they don't want to show family. They don't want to show black love. They don't want to show black woman, black man, and creating a black child. They don't want to show that. They'd rather just show you, oh, it was single black dad, a single black mom, strong black woman, strong black man. No, motherfucker, strong black family, you bitches. Strong black family. Strong black family. The most, and you know how they the most celebrated Olympian, black Olympian track and field, or no, the most celebrated track and field Olympian ever, black or white, man or woman, has more medals than Carl Lewis and all them motherfuckers. Okay? But they didn't salute her and her black husband. They saluted her and her medals before they saluted her and her black family. They showed her and her daughter. They showed her scar, but they didn't show her black husband. Bitch asses. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Shane, what? Pull your mic down. I was reading something. I was trying to find something. So I guess they keep showing this stuff about Kamala Harris failing the Democrats, and I haven't seen anything recently. I don't know what else she's done, but I guess she done kind of fucked up somewhere. And if y'all know anything about it, you know, let me know. I don't really know what she's done. But they said that she's failing the Democrats, and the Democrats don't have much confidence in her being able to pull this shit off in 24. So I don't believe that Joe Biden is going to run again. Now, if he does, I mean, he's going to have to make a drastic turnaround. A drastic turnaround with his health. Because right now, you can tell he's not right. He's definitely not right. Lieutenant Governor, oh. Yeah, there's somebody about to step in there. sounds like that would be funny. Peace and respect, information man. What happened there?
What's going on, brothers and sisters? Anybody who's following? Your uncle, he's back in town. I was actually out there in Beverly Hills for a few days. My wife had like this training class, and shout out to my wife. But man, I see some stuff out there, y'all. Man, I remember this one dude, man, out the homeless cat, man. Like I don't see that kind of thing. You know, I know the
Can
homeless
y'all hear
people in
that?
Houston, but it wasn't like this. We saw it out there in L.A. So we went to this restaurant called Norms. Some of y'all from out there know about Norms. Where they had this dude sitting out there, he was like an amputee homeless dude, but he's like straight cussing somebody out. Like, you son of a b, you mother effer. And I'm like, dog, who you cussing out? I come around the corner, he cussing out a Coca-Cola can, man. A Coca-Cola can. I told my white man, get away from that dude. Because if he cussing out a Coca-Cola can like that, he cussed out a Coca-Cola can like he caught the Coca-Cola can sleeping with his wife in his own house. Like, that's the kind of cuss out he was doing. I'm like, man, y'all cussing out Coca-Cola cans and things like this in L.A., man? Oh, man. But it
What? Oh, okay. So I guess I got that wrong and shit. Sorry. All right. Oh boy, cuss out of California Coca-Cola can. All right. So yeah, we just in here, just a lot of weird shit happened. Besides our power going out, just a lot of weird shit happened. Talked a little bit about Pete and repeat. What else we talk about tonight? I joined this page, this Godfather page. It's one of my favorite series, obviously, and maybe have some real deep conversations on that shit. Yeah, over there in the southeast, we struggling and shit with that power. It's a lot of people. A lot of people over in the southeast don't have power. Hopefully y'all ain't got a lot of little kids. Keep them refrigerators, keep them freezers closed and shit. Everything should be tight. We can stay up under 24 hours in this shit. And I literally was gonna go meat shopping and shit yesterday. Literally. And if I did, wrapped all that shit up, it wouldn't have been froze by the time this shit hit, and then we'd have been going backwards and shit. I've been going to get coolers and putting the shit. I ain't got time for all that bullshit, man. Or I just had to bring them down. I don't know. And I don't know how it all works out once you get there. We ain't never really got there yet, so here's what it is. Oh man, I gotta go get gotta get her shit oil change tomorrow. You know. So that's a dealership experience. You gotta go sit in the dealership and act like wonder if they got a new Bronco and shit. Maybe I can find. Maybe they have a white Bronco and I could like drive it real slow down the highway. Drive a 2021 white Bronco down the highway at 30 miles an hour. They'd be like, "It's OJ. It's OJ." I can do some shit like that. I mean, what are they gonna do? Give me a ticket for going too slow? The police would probably laugh. They would literally probably laugh. And then get somebody laying down in the back seat and shit. Absolutely appreciate your information, man. Appreciate you. I actually had you queued up. You was talking to that one brother, um, the bald head brother. I had it queued up and never got a chance to watch it and shit. Somebody called and I never got back into it because I got it on my tablet where I process. So I was gonna hit it up and it got a phone call. I never went back into it. So I'm gonna do that when I get back out there tonight. Um, yeah. Yeah, I like to hear, men talking about real shit, not none of this clown shit that's out there. So, we got to figure out our own problems, I mean, we got to figure out our own problems first, and systemically then we figure out our problems, politically. We do. So, I get it that you're on the grind, Blaze, and I get it. I appreciate the attention you're able to give. Definitely don't get behind in your task and shit, fucking with me. I'm gonna be here one way or the other, live or with the playback. Boy, Leah, Lil Kim, and Left Eye. Wow. Mm, mm, mm. What's wrong with people? This guy Isaiah Thomas is having a breakdown. Not our Isaiah Thomas, not the Isaiah Thomas from Detroit Pistons. The little guy, the little guy. He's having a breakdown. I guess nobody wants him on their team and shit. He fucked up when he went against LeBron. When he went against LeBron, says LeBron reacts to his comeback bid. See, if he go to the Lakers, he gonna be carrying LeBron's bags. He gonna be carrying LeBron's bags. He goes to the Lakers. Yes, you were, dog. I wasn't showing y'all a snippet of me being emotional so y'all can feel sorry for me. Yes, you were. Just the fact that you had to say that. Yes, you were. You want us to feel sorry for you. That's the whole bag here. Shit, we feel sorry for you. People look at it. You get the tweets and the this and the that and the post and whatever, and people, and they start talking about you again. Why do people who seek people's attention out always say, "Oh man, I wasn't trying to seek attention"? He gonna end up, yeah. I hope not, man. Delonte had some other issues. I think Delonte was messing with that narcotic. I think Delonte was messing with that narcotic, and that's where his problem was. And he's also messing with the King's mama. You mess with the King's mama and that narcotic, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. He messing with that narcotic. Shit. Isaiah, I think Isaiah he got the Napoleon thing going on. Isaiah, for some reason people don't like him. I don't know why. He seems like a likable guy. I just don't believe you can be short and mean in any generation. Any generation, you short and mean. I don't think you can be. I don't think you can be like. He shouldn't have messed with Brian. No, he shouldn't have. All the women out there, you're an NBA player. Women are throwing themselves at you. Once you make it into the NBA, women are throwing themselves at you. So you mess with the best player in the world's mama. Come on, man. If you don't have any more discretion than that, you think so? You don't think Delonte had like issues? You think somebody slipped something in his drink and he just never made it back? I thought he kept testing positive or some shit. Maybe I didn't hear right. But I thought he was having some issues. Like he got bounced out the league for drugs. I mean, was he a straight arrow? Literally, how can I have support for you and call you a straight arrow? You fucking the best player in the world's mama. I mean, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. He could have been a fucking triple vegan. Okay? He could be a triple vegan. But his integrity is on the line for the simple fact that he's fucking the best player in the world's mama. Okay? Okay? You gotta fuck with me on this. I will ride with you and support you the best way I can. But if your lack of discretion led you to fuck the best player in the world's mama, oh, I'm sorry, your teammate. Forgot to add that in there. Your teammate. Your teammate. Sorry, I shouldn't have had to add that in there because you shouldn't have did it anyway. Ain't they supposed to be a fraternity? Ain't the NBA supposed to be a fraternity? That's your brother, your brothers, your brothers, your brothers. Well, if you brothers, ain't that your mama too? If you brothers, that's your brother from another mother. Obviously another mother. You wouldn't fuck your own mother, would you, Delonte? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put nothing past Delonte. Sorry. Yeah. And I understand, you could see the mental issues. You could see the issues he's got. I get it. He's got some problems. I see it. Yeah. And that's the other thing. That's what I tried to talk about before. Who are these people's handlers? Isn't there somebody like once these guys get to a certain status, aren't there people like supposed to know where these guys go pretty much at all times? Like, if they're going to try to venture down a wrong path, isn't there somebody in place that says, oh, no, you might not want to go there, champ? That's not a good look for you, seeing that you're making $20 million over here playing basketball and you're about to go make a fucked up mistake that's going to cost all of that and my salary. Because if I'm taking care of a motherfucker who's making $20 million, pay me 200,000. And I guarantee a motherfucker that's making $20 million will never make a wrong move his whole career. Pay me 200,000. One, two, that's $4,000 a week to take care of somebody that makes 20 million. That's just playing basketball. See, if he's making 20 million playing basketball, he's probably making another 10, 15 million with some endorsement. So you want me to protect your brand, protect your investment? Okay, you individual motherfuckers, you pay me an individual $50,000. Nike, Gatorade, so and so to keep your investment in. You pay me to keep your investment tight too. I could probably make $300,000-$400,000 just keeping motherfuckers tight. Not having to bounce a basketball at all. And I'm just saying, using basketball players. I could do football players. I could do baseball players. I could do hockey players. I could do tennis players. I could do golfers. I could do everything. Because my job is not to play. My job is to make sure that they don't get out here and get fucked up. And then you had that dumbass mugshot because you did something fucked up. My job is to keep you from getting fucked up. So basically, I got GPS on all these type motherfuckers. All my clients got Apple Watches. You have to wear my Apple Watch like a tether, kind of. You know, I see you moving outside the range and shit, then I hit you up. Where you going? Where you going, dog? And then I got to put somebody on him locally. Then you have like your own Secret Service motherfucker. Make sure he don't do nothing stupid. He's on the move. He just got into the Bentley. Okay, he's on the move. Got him. Yeah, I got somebody in every market. I wouldn't have like a whole bunch of clients. I would just have motherfuckers who, hey, and they start making that 20, 30 million. Somebody needs to protect that investment. I'll do that. I'll protect that investment. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Anybody still in here? It says 41 motherfuckers in here. Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Hopefully somebody understands what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There should be somebody in place to keep these motherfuckers from fucking up. And if nobody wants that job, I'll take that. I'll keep you from fucking up. Hey, Shan, can you do this? Can you do that? Look, is it going to keep you from fucking up? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm on it. I got you. There you go. These young guys like to go out and pick up girls. What are you doing? Stay at home. We'll send them up to you. Stay at home. Or we'll drive you to the hotel. She'll come to the hotel. You leave the hotel, then bye-bye. Going back home. Driver take you back home. What do you need to be out all reckless and shit, doing all this other crazy shit? Nah. All your whole thing is just to go out and find a girl, have sex. Okay, we'll find that. We can get you that. Then you get your ass back home. Get you some rest. You got practice tomorrow. Bye. That's the way that is. That's the way that'll work. That's the way that would be. Because I got to protect my investment. See, I think that way. I'm not saying you can't have any fun. I'm not saying you can't go out. I'm not saying that. Because that's what young people do. Have somebody with them. Have somebody in play to protect them. People ain't gonna fuck with this. I understand. Because that's not what it's all about, man. They gotta live their life. They gotta live their life. They gotta be out there. They gotta be swaggy. No, you've got to be wealthy after you get done playing at 26. Because now you got the rest of your fucking life to live. And if you're not making that same money you were making from 20 to 26, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's thundering and lightning. I hear it. I fucking hear it. I gotta make sure I get this trash out. Get the trash out. Uh-oh. Oh, she gets busy with hers. She gets busy with hers. So Nick can't. Yeah. Y'all fuck with Guys, your number one fan. She is out of her shit. Oh, here we go. Whole bunch of thunder and lightning here, so here we go. Power probably go out here too. If y'all see me just with the webcam light on, and it goes dark, that means power gone. These other lights gonna be off. Yeah, truth will set you free. So I gotta listen to this. Blazing. Good having you up, brother. Got to come on when you're not working, bro, so we can chop it up. so we can chop it up. Did something like we had on Steven's page one day. You know, I want to talk about some specifics and some political shit because I've been doing some things and I've been listening to a cast called Whitewash, and I want to hear your theories on it as well. You know, some real grounded Caucasian folk, and I want to hear what your theories are on it as well. So, what I'm going to do right now, I gotta play this dialogue from Geisha, #1 fan. This shit is hilarious. All her shit is hilarious. I'm telling you, I gotta play this shit. Then I can sit back because I want to find me another joint here. Hold on a second. She's hilarious. I'm gonna go there. I don't think I need to do that. There we go.
So Nick Cannon decides to impregnate a multitude of women and not commit to either one. Now, if this ain't no selfish, coward-ass fuck niggerism, his definition of marriage and committing to one woman is a Eurocentric way of thinking. Boy, if you don't sit your break it down in layman terms, loose, unprotected dick-ass down somewhere, boy, you just a horny-ass nymphomaniac. With one foot in the grave and one foot out, about to leave these children fatherless. A child needs their father there when he or she takes their first step and graduation. Committing to one woman is not ownership, it's partnership, you Neanderthal. Boy, it just sounds like all you was doing was making excuses on the Breakfast Club. After the movie Drumline, you been with this toxic shit online. Boy, when you realized you couldn't defeat Eminem and make Black America hate him, with your malicious lies saying that the man was a racist. Nick Cannon, you can't be bitter because nobody never liked your cheeky nosy ass rap with your old mother hover jack be nimble jack be quick lyrics. After Mariah Carey, you just decided to be a whole heathen with fundamental bitches making check babies. Because them babies damn sure wasn't made out of love, they was made out of lust. And you always trying to co-sign the Moors history through your shenanigans. I hate to inform you, Nick, but you are not the Black people's spokesman. You just a brother that lost himself along the way and trying to recreate yourself. Keep it up now, you gonna wake up one morning and your dick gonna be on the floor. It's gonna look like a Lego piece that was disassembled. That bitch gonna fall off because you gonna detour through the wrong vagina. You have made it perfectly clear that you are allergic to Jimmy hats. Or either you just like going bungee jumping head first. I ain't gonna even lie, you acting like a new host for The Price is Right with a free giveaway. Your last name ain't Cannon for nothing. You acting like you're dropping bombs on these bitches. And I don't know what you got against Eurocentric because all your baby mamas look more European than Black. Since we trying to be all liberated and technical. Nick Cannon, you got more excuses than a prostitute with train tray bruises on her knees. You got more excuses than a pastor tiptoeing out the back door of a whole house. You got more excuses than Kim Kardashian for all them goddamn plastic surgeries. You just need to open up your Bible and read Nick Cannon because you've been looking exhausted lately. My bad, do you even read the Bible? Oh, that might be a little too Eurocentric. That might just take up too much time from your Pornhub schedule. Just like the minus signs up under your eyes, you need to subtract all the bullshit. Around here looking like you about to play in a Latin sequel movie, starring in a principal role that's for sure a facade, or either starring as Sordiki Sleep. Nick Cannon, you are the real definition of wilding out. Your pullout game is a no. You probably got so many thirsty thoughts in your DM asking for sperm donation, feeling like you ain't gonna be around that long and they'll be set for life. I don't even know why you did all these interviews sounding stupid. There was no logic or point made describing your horny ways. Having all these babies from different women is like you fulfilling a bucket list before you go to the great beyond. Basically trying to leave a legacy of fatherless children. All I'm saying, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Don't get mad at these truths when you hear it. Oh, no. Don't forget to purchase your...
Oh shit. Well, fuck. She's I love her commentary. And I know it's edited to put it together to make it, you know, she drops her bombs and then they splice them all together and shit. But the shit is still fly. She is straight up, to me, she's the rapid fire queen. I haven't heard anybody else out here give it the way she gives it. Hopefully that came through quick, or you know, the sound was up. I'll go back and listen to it. And who's that lone person on YouTube? They haven't said anything in the chat, but they're just on YouTube. They're just, everybody else is over here in Haps. I appreciate everybody rolling. Haps is a later community. I mean, I'm sure people are up on YouTube, but Haps is a late, you know, people be up. And I think there's a lot of West Coast, a lot of people out of the country. And, you know, it's probably just people curious, like, oh shit, what's that black guy talking about? Because you know, people that are not black, when they see black casters late at night, they chime in just to see what we talking about. You better understand that. Anybody that's not black, when they see us up in the evening and we got numbers, they stop on by and they peek in like, hey, saying hey from Bangladesh. Hey from Sydney, Australia. You know, they just chime in. We got a lot of people that chime in from Oregon, mostly Caucasian folk. You got to understand, Oregon was one of the last states to let black people live in it. So when Oregon folks check in, just understand, when they check in, they're like, what are you guys talking about tonight? Hey, bros. Hey, am I right, Blas? Come on now. Don't be blasphemous. You know, people chime in. And here's the thing. I want people to listen, and I don't want people to just listen and take it back to your people. Because we ain't over here trying to fucking strategize to kill motherfuckers. Now, if they're gonna fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with them. And I get where people get it fucked up and think like, oh, you know, they just want to get empowered so they can just do to us what we did to them. No, we don't. We're not devils. We don't want to do what you did to us. We want our shit and then leave us the fuck alone. Just give us our shit. Give us everything that we have owed to us and leave us the fuck alone. You motherfuckers made this shit. Now you scared of motherfuckers getting a hold because you think that they gonna do what the fuck you did to them. Ain't nobody got time for all that bullshit. We don't have time to put you through 246 years of fucking brutality, rape, and murder. We need our shit so we can get left the fuck alone. We don't have another 155 years of fucking systemic racism to fucking fuck with you. We just want our shit so you can leave us the fuck alone. You've had a 400-year head start, and we want our shit. God damn. When you know the jig is up, the jig is up. So we want our shit. Already got no pioneer. Come on, man. We don't even like dealing with y'all like that. You know, this is business. This is business. That's why I don't get caught up dealing, looking at the Republicans, the Democrats. Who the fuck is going to give us our shit? We was talking earlier and shit. You know, I was like, we need to have a party come up, and a motherfucker come up and say, look, I don't like none of these motherfuckers on the left. I don't like none of these motherfuckers on the right. If I get elected, I'm firing everybody. Everybody. That's what we need, a motherfucker to come in and campaign on that. I don't like none of these motherfucking politicians in. Elect me and we getting rid of everybody. Everybody's got to apply for their fucking job. Everybody's got to stand in line and apply for their job. And if you make it through, then you get to stay to the next election. And if you don't do right by the people, your ass is out of here because you're going to get elected out because we're going to lobby against you. Fire everybody. That would be my fucking campaign slogan. Fire everybody. And all the motherfuckers in Washington, they know if the president's against me, that's a bad start. That's a bad. Yeah, you got all these great letters of recommendation, but the president hates you. You'd never get a job anywhere else. You'd never get a job anywhere else. Senator Johnson got fired, da-da-da-da-da, and now he's looking to apply, but the president hates him. And nobody's going to ever hire you, dude. Agree, the black community is owed massive reparations. See? See how easy that was for somebody to say that don't look like me? We need more people talking like that. Not afraid to say it. See, the problem is that a lot of white people are afraid to say it. They're afraid to admit it. They may sit there and nod in agreement with you, but they might not let it cross their lips. How many white people have you gotten to publicly say black people are owed reparations? How many? I'm trying to ask you something real simple and plain. How many white people have you just looked right dead in the face and said, do black people deserve reparations, and had them answer you back? It's a lot of motherfuckers out here. And if you ain't had a lot of motherfuckers answer, they not your friend. They not your ally. They may be your associate. They may be your associate. And they're not your peer either. See, when a motherfucker knows that you need the come up systemically, so you can be like them, so you can live like them, they know you're not their peer. And they know that you would become their peer. And that's what they don't want. That's white supremacy. Yep. Yep. So we just get talking about shit, just shit just happens. It just comes up. I told you, any of my clips, I can trace it right back to white supremacy. Absolutely. Even the ones where I'm going in on shit that there's a systemic issue with every one of my clips. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Peace to the Habs people. Checking in through at 42, I believe it says, yeah. Late. The fuck y'all doing up, man? What y'all doing up? What y'all doing? You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I'm gonna give you some applause and shit. I'm gonna give you some applause. You can't hear it on Haps, man, because Haps ain't plugged into the shits. Sorry. My fault. I'd like you to be plugged in, but you don't allow all that. Haps is only, I don't know. I tried to explain it to people. I don't know. Thanks, Benabang. So that's enough applause. All right, calm down. I just think I'm gonna do that every fucking time now. Calm down. No, goddamn well, there is not a studio audience. In my head, there's a studio audience, I guess. So, is nobody over on Haps? I don't know where. I don't know where everybody's at. Yeah, it's a green screen. It is indeed green screen. So have you been on YouTube the whole time, Bina? I can't. You were watching another channel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to see because these comments are coming in, but they're not showing up on Haps now. Usually, Haps questions will show up from YouTube on, so they're not showing up. So it's really weird. Appreciate your support. I don't know how we got to an hour and 42 minutes. What have we been talking about? I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch this just because I don't know what we're talking about. When that oil is done, I'm gonna do oh boy, if I do the cinnamon, yeah, I might have to do the cinnamon. Total, bro. You know, it's late at night and shit. That fucking power outage really kind of fucked me up. Because it threw me off, made me later than I was supposed to be. You know, I'm on a total schedule. My life is a totally scheduled life. And I be sitting around this bitch acting like it's not. And that power outage threw me off. It was dark in the house. I was kicked back in the lazy boy. Passed out. Woke up like, what the fuck? And I didn't see that little red infrared right up under the bottom of the TV, so I knew the power was still out. Ah, I'm on 2 channels. I'm nationally syndicated. Yeah, nationally syndicated. Often imitated, never duplicated, but I'm nationally syndicated. Yeah, you bum ass motherfuckers. You need to stop talking that stupid shit. You motherfuckers are not nationally syndicated. You on green screen here though? Yeah, Haps doesn't have green screen capabilities. So when you see the green screen, that's all you're gonna see. That's pretty much how I sum that up. When you see the green screen, that's exactly what you're seeing. That's it. Nothing else. Hopefully, Haps will change one day, and you'll be able to use a green screen. I look forward to that day. I do look forward. I look forward to that day. I believe we deserve that. I am so bad on my personal Haps profile. So bad. And what the fuck is that about, dude? Don't know. Yes, it's over. Call it a day. I don't know why I had that song in my head. Too little, too late. Too much, too little, too late. I don't know why I had that song in my head earlier today. Yeah, I did. Um. Oh shit. Yes, there was one thing that I wanted to look at. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Thanks for calling me out on that, blasphemous. What? Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm not going to be able to end the way I wanted to end. So I'm going to end this way. I got 44 on halves. Got one in. Oh boy. Disney employees, veterans. See, I was just sticking up for veterans. And I know this isn't all veterans, but I was just sticking up for veterans. But just like when one black person fucks up, I think the collective's got to take the L. When one veteran fucks up, I think all the veterans got to take the L. Because I stick up for all veterans. I just don't stick up for veterans individually. I stick up for all veterans. A nurse. A nurse. So far, we got Disney employees, veterans, now a nurse. A poker pro, who I don't really know the morals of a poker pro. But what I do know is that a poker pro should play poker and not do this. Disney employees, veterans, a nurse, and a poker pro. Now, I don't know what the other professions of the other people among 17 arrested. So we got Disney employees, veterans, nurse, and a poker pro. So I don't know if the Disney employees and the veterans rounded out the 17 or if there are 17 other motherfuckers. Are you understanding me? Am I still audible here? Disney employees, veterans, a nurse, and a poker pro among 17 arrested in a child sex sting. You take your kids to Disney. You take your kids to Disney to have fun, to live out their dreams, to laugh uncontrollably, to just be innocent little beings. And we've got sexual predators. People see, when you go there and you pay that fucking $100 to walk in that piece of shit, you're hoping that, your kids are going to have a great time. Not that they're going to be felt up. What type of filth do you have working at Disney? Child sex sting. Veterans. Veterans. Like I said, I know it's not all veterans. I'm not lumping every veteran into this. Veterans. Not a veteran, veterans. So you got to understand where I'm at with this. This didn't say a veteran. Veterans. There's multiple veterans. In a child sex sting. Yeah. I'll say they're bad. They need to be castrated. They need to be castrated. I've always been a proponent for castration for sexual abuse towards a child. I've always been a proponent for it. Cut it off. Cut it out and cut it off. If it's a woman who is a sexual predator, cut her vagina out. Leave her with just the tools for urination. Cut it all up. Leave her nothing with a box. Castration. A nurse. You're the first line of defense for the doctor. You're the one who comes in and makes really everything all better. You know, most nurses are the ones who really take care of you when you go into the hospital. The doctors don't do shit. Doctors do the operations, they come in and do the observations, and I get it. But the nurses are the ones who takes care of you. It's the nurses. It's not the doctors. The nurses are the real practitioners. They're the real MVPs. You got a nurse caught up in a child sex sting? A nurse. It's bad enough with the Disney employees. It's bad enough with the veterans. But a nurse? The doctor will be right in with you in a moment. That's that voice that gives you that comfort. She's taking care of you, and she's now letting you know that the doctor will be in. She's already done most of the doctor's work. She's done a great job. Not this nurse. Not this stinking ass bitch. In a child sex sting. A poker pro. So once again, and I was just talking about the athletes. Now, poker pro, I don't really consider a poker pro an athlete. Let me just be honest with you. I don't think you're very athletic to play poker. I don't think you have to be athletic to play poker. Just me. It's just my thought. You might be able to, you might have to have some athleticism in the way you throw your cards. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think you have to be really athletic to play poker, though. It's just the way I'm thinking. But you're a poker pro. So you made some money playing poker because you're a pro at it. When you're a pro at something, you've made a substantial amount of money at something to be considered a professional. I don't know any pros that don't make money at what they do that considers themselves a professional. So he's a pro poker player. So that means he has a disposable income. That means he's probably got better than a disposable income. That means he has enough money that if he wants a woman to have sex with, he can go get that. What is he doing caught up in a child sex sting? A poker pro. Poker pro. We got 47 now in half. So I wonder if we're going to get to 50 tonight. We might get to 50 tonight. 50 live viewers on half. So that's pretty good for a motherfucker like me. Who ain't talking about shit, but talking about shit. A poker pro. We started out with Disney employees. Veterans, multiple veterans. They may have been veterans who fought in wars. They may have just been veterans who timed out, honorably, dishonorably, whatever. But they're veterans. In a child sex sting. Nurse. A nurse. The woman who is supposed to take care of you. Well, I am assuming that it's a woman because I'm saying nurse, but I shouldn't be because there's a lot of male nurses. So when that all comes out, I'm going to be interested to see if that is a nurse, if that is a female, or if that is a male. I am going to be interested in that. And the poker pro. The poker pro. Yeah. He'll be the one with the little visor on and the things around his arms, like the old gambling days. Yeah. Maybe not, but that's the way I see it. Freeman on deck. What's your position on the legalization and regulation of prostitution? I don't believe prostitution should be illegal. I think everything has its boundaries. But if someone chooses voluntarily to be a sex worker I would hope that they use the discretion, safety first. I would hope that that's what they get into it for. I don't believe in, I'm not going to push anybody to be a sex worker. So just so you know, I don't endorse sex work or promote it, but I'm not going to peel back on someone that does. So say, like the shit that when people get into this profession, if that's what you do, you've got to take all the precautions. You got to do everything, the right way. So I wouldn't want women to be out here drugging people, doing things that they're not supposed to do. If you put your body on the line for sex, then do the sex work. Don't get out here and robbing people and shit. And I know most famously we hear about, Cardi B talked about how she used to drug people and steal their money and take pictures of them and whatever and bribe them or whatever. That's not sex work. That's not prostitution. Okay. That's extortion. So that's not something that, you sign up to be a sex worker, be a sex worker. Be a sex worker. Now here's the thing. Do sex workers need managers? There's managers. And then there's traffickers. Now, a manager generally gets called a pimp. Let me be honest. But a pimp is someone who keeps all of the sex workers' money, keeps it all. She doesn't get anything out of the deal. But a manager makes sure that that sex worker is taken care of and that she gets her money and she gets what she needs to be able to take care of her body, her family, and whatever. She's putting her body on the line. That's your job, to manage her career. So that's where I'm at on that. Yeah. Cardi B was on some bullshit. And she gets lauded, like that's some real shit to do. No, bitch, you was set up to dance with somebody or to have sex, and you end up drugging them and robbing them. That ain't no fucking pimp shit. It's some crazy shit. The way they did, they glorified that shit, and I think that that's fucked up. That's fucked up in the game. That's not the game. It's definitely not the game. So yeah, motherfucking Disney workers, veterans, a nurse, and a poker pro. Yeah. I want to see. There's no link to this, so I'll catch it. I like the Ghetto Geeks. It's cool. So, man, we just hit 2 hours. I really hadn't planned on this, but, now we done hit 49. I hit 49. Maybe I'll drop it at 50. I'll drop it at 50. We get to 50 live viewers and shit, then I'll drop it at 50. But we've been in here kicking it, just talking, and I'm really interested in seeing how a lot of this shit's going to play out. How they showing Mad Dog and the Satan Knights with James and JJ. James took the bullet. James took the bullet. That little motherfucker. That little motherfucker is the one that spent the night over to the house. You know, remember how many dual characters and shit they had? That little motherfucker that was in the gang with Mad Dog. Mad Dog, nigga. Is that supposed to be something big? Heard what I said. Mad Dog, you don't get your hand out my wife's face, I'm gonna slap a muzzle on you. He said, Mad Dog, you don't get your hand out my wife's face, I'm gonna slap a muzzle on you. Yeah. So, Blazing, Brother MJ, Bina Bang, Frida, Rochelle, who else is in here? Information Man, Sunday night, I believe, came through early shit. We've been on this bitch for 2 hours, so I can't go back and see everybody that's on this motherfucker. But I appreciate everybody. You know, OG Jones. I don't know how I forget OG Jones. And he led the adult talk. We had a little adult chat tonight, too. I don't know how we just trailed down, bam, bam, bam. Like, what the fuck ever. We just talked about whatever tonight. And it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I got nothing but love for you, baby. So, what we gonna talk about tomorrow? Well, today is tomorrow already. It's already Thursday and shit. So we gotta talk about something. We're gonna talk about something. So much shit happening, dude. So much shit happening. Oh, you know, we're gonna get back into the whitewash thing. We're gonna get back into the whitewash thing because I listened to that again. I'm hearing different shit every time I watch this series. So I'm hearing different things. So we're gonna get into that whitewash shit. Because there's so many different videos on it, and they were not even by all the same people, but it was just people that were down ass people that just like said, you know what, this shit is wrong. We're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna talk more about the whitewash shit. We're gonna have the whitewash folks on tomorrow morning. I usually play the shit right at the beginning of the video. I'll play it right at the beginning of the video. And then appreciate you, brother. I'm glad we crossed paths as well. We're gonna get on. We're gonna get on. We're gonna talk about some shit. Cause I mean, and I know you working tonight, so you might not be up in the morning when we do this, but hopefully we'll do this when you're available. But what time? Okay, so what time do you get off work, Blazing? What time do you get off work? Because this is gonna solve a lot of shit. Like your time, what time do you get off work? Boom, 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 boom. You see how they're trying to disqualify marijuana users to keep them from getting between 1 and 2 a.m. your time. So that's like 5 my time. Oh, okay. Oh, so you about to be off. You about to be off. No. You be off about 4 or 5 hours. Okay, about 3 hours. So yeah. So not my cast probably won't be till like 8 a.m. my time. So it'll be like 5 your time. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign in. And once I sign in, then yeah. So that's what I'll probably do. I'll probably sign in around 8 a.m. Eastern time, and you're 5. So you'll be asleep by then. You know. I'll be in a different environment too when I do it too, just so y'all know. I ain't gonna be, in my spot. Either one of my normal spots. We're gonna talk, we just have a little breakfast Little breakfast chat. How about that? Little breakfast chat. Yeah. So I get it. Check out the playback though, because it'll be on Haps. Check out the playback, and then join us on YouTube too at Friedman Media 1874. I'm losing subscribers on YouTube. They say YouTube is basically been fucking with anybody that talks, against the establishment type shit. If you're talking black shit, they just pretty much, because they're like, there ain't no way your subscribers should be going up. Motherfuckers who subscribe, they tell me, they're like, I'll be certainly 7 down, 8 up, whatever. I don't even care no more. So yeah, follow me, check the notification, do all that shit. Cause every subscriber I get, they probably give me lose 3. They probably got it set like we'll never let him move up. I'm not with the machines, so on my own out here. But it's all good. This goes out to the underwhelming genitalia crowd. Her back hurt because another man blew it out, and here you go offering a massage. I'm going to end on that note. Yeah, bring up CRT and wipe fertility. Absolutely. I get it. I totally get it. And I don't even see why everybody calling it critical race theory. It's just American history. We just want American history to be told the way American history happened. If we're going to talk history, let's talk history. Let's not talk lies. Let's talk history. But then when it's critical race theories. No, it's truth. Shit happened. What's critical about it? Other than the condition that you put us in, motherfucker. But y'all be good out here. 2 hours and 9 minutes in, we did it. I really don't know exactly what we talked about, truthfully. I don't. So, to all the conversations that we had, to all the various conversations we had, to the commentary we listened to, it was good. It was a good night. And I'll holler at you on the other side, blazing. Free, everybody. Y'all be good out here. And I'll see you in the morning. Well, it is morning. I'll see you in a few hours, motherfuckers. All right, bye.